Hey guys, welcome back. So today's video is honestly one of the most exciting automation tutorials I've done so far, because today we are not just building an automation, we are building an AI employee, and we're going to talk about AI agents. You see, AI agents can actually read information, make decisions for you, communicate with your customers, update your systems, and work automatically without you constantly supervising it. And honestly, this is where automation is going, because we are simply moving from simple workflows to intelligent AI systems. Now, if you've used tools like ChatGPT before, you already know that AI can answer questions. But here's the difference. ChatGPT alone can think, but AI agents can actually think and then act. And that is exactly what agents allow you to do. So in today's tutorial, I'm going to show you step by step how to build a powerful AI customer support agent using Zapier. And here is exactly what it will do. Every morning at 9 a.m., we want our agent to check a Google Sheet containing customer complaints, identify unresolved customer support tickets, analyze the issue, draft a professional customer response, send the email automatically through Gmail, and then update the spreadsheet to show that the ticket has been handled. Powerful, right? And all of this is going to happen without your efforts. We are not going to do any manual work. And honestly, this is how high level virtual assistants are actually operating right now. So you can basically sleep until 10 a.m. because you've built an agent that is actually doing the job for you. So basically, we are creating an AI support assistant. And to be honest, this is the kind of automation that businesses love, because customer support is repetitive, to be honest, and AI agents can save companies hours of manual work. So let's get into the action. So by now, I know you guys know how to land onto the Zapier dashboard. If you don't, please check out our previous tutorials. So you remember the last tutorials we were working on Zap, but today we are working on Zapier AI agent. So you're going to pick this, click on agent. So the first time you click on Zapier AI agent, you land on this welcome page. So if you're new, you will probably want to take a tour. So taking a tour simply means you familiarize yourself with the features. So you just proceed until you land to create your first agent. After you take the tour and click create your first agent, you will see different ready-made templates. So you'll see things like, you see the sales template, you'll see the support template, and very, very many more templates. But for this tutorial, we are creating our own custom AI agent from scratch. So on the top left corner, we'll click create a custom agent. Now, this is where the magic starts happening. On the right side, Zapier gives you a large instruction box. So this is where you explain to the agent what you want it to do. Think of it like hiring a digital employee. You are literally training the AI assistant. So you can see that Zapier gives you a hint on the kind of instructions that you can use. So I have mine. I'm going to paste it and then we can go through it. So you're an AI customer support assistant at Flowmate Talent Academy. So Flowmate Talent is our website. This is the talent that you guys are going to use to learn everything AI, virtual assistant, workflow, automation, social media, and all that. So every morning at 9 a.m., check the customer support tickets spreadsheet in Google Sheets. So I already have my spreadsheet. So this is how the spreadsheet looks like. Look for any rows where the status column is marked unresolved. So I want it to look at this column, the status column that is marked unresolved. And the AI response sent column is empty. So again, this column. So I want it to work on this column and this column. So that is simply what I'm telling my agent. So for each unresolved support ticket, analyze the customer complaint carefully, draft a professional, empathetic, and human-like support response, send the response via Gmail using the email address in the email column. So I always tell you guys, prompts are very important. This version of prompt that I'm using is very strong because it gives the AI clear conditions. It explains the exact spreadsheet logic that I want. It improves the AI reasoning. It improves email quality. It handles any exceptions or errors. It defines the tone that I want professionally. It also defines the exact actions that I want after completion. It as well creates more reliable automation behavior. You see, this is how businesses write production level AI workflows. So the quality of your AI agent largely depends on the quality of your instructions. So garbage in, garbage out. If your instruction is going to be weak, trust me, your agent is also going to be weak. So if you want a high level agent, make sure that your instructions and the prompts that you are feeding your agent are powerful. Now, did you notice something important? I'm writing this in plain English, and this is the beautiful thing about AI agents. You don't need coding. You simply explain what you want in simple, plain English. And once you're done, click create agents. So the next step, Zapier will ask you to connect your first app. So in this case, we want the AI agent to send what? Emails. So we'll need to connect our Gmail. So mine, you can see mine is already connected here. So you simply click the settings icon and then you connect your account. Make sure that you sign in into your Gmail and approve permission. And that's it. Now the AI agent can actually send emails automatically. So this is where AI stops being just smart. It can actually start taking action. So it starts to take action because you've already connected your account. So once I'm satisfied with the app's connection, I'm going to click create. I'm going to proceed and click create. So we now move into the action. So this is the dashboard that you will see. So before I do anything else, you can rename your agent. At the top right here, you can see mine has daily support ticket or autoresponder. So if you don't like that, you can highlight that, simply edit and name it and name your agent whichever way you like. So now, by now you know that any automation starts with what we call a trigger. So under your instruction, you'll see that your hint is every day at 9 a.m. So what is the trigger for this? It means our trigger is more of a schedule. We want every morning our agent to work on our spreadsheet. So the trigger is a schedule. So you come to the trigger option, add a trigger, and then you see that you have very many options. So for us, our trigger is scheduled by Zapier. And when do we want it to happen? So currently, you see that you have very many options. We have every day, hour, month, and week. So for me, is every day. So we're going to click every day. But at what exact time? So we're going to select option, and we want it to happen every day at 9 a.m. So we're going to pick that, and then you'll click add a trigger. So you can see that our trigger has been set correctly every day at 9 a.m. So what this means is every morning at 9 a.m., the AI support assistant will wake up automatically and start working. So we'll have no reminders, no manual checking, no supervision. Isn't this powerful? Now, after adding the trigger, you can see that the next thing we need to do is add tools. We need to give our agent tools. Now, this is very important because without tools, the AI can think, but it cannot actually do anything. It's like we are giving it hands to start working. Tools gives the AI capabilities. So we are going to click add tools. Now, the first tool that we need to add is we need Gmail. So we're going to click on Gmail. So what we're doing right now is just confirming. Remember, all this was added. So we want to confirm that the agent has gotten the right tools. So let me do it again. So when you come to Gmail, you can see that we want it to send an email, to create a draft, and to send an email. And you can see that all that is added. So the next tool we need is Google Sheets because the agent must be able to read support tickets and update the spreadsheet. So we are going to click on Add Tool, and then we look for Google Sheets, and then we'll add lookup spreadsheet rows. So lookup spreadsheet row, we can see this is not added, so we're going to add that. And we also need our agent to, again on Google Sheets, we want it to update spreadsheet row. So we are going to scroll down and see update spreadsheet row. This one, update spreadsheet row. So this is perfect. We're going to add that. So now this means that our agent can read customer complaints, it can send emails, and it can update the records automatically. So basically, and you can see as the more I add my tools, the more they are also added to the instructions. So we'll review that as we finish. So after adding the tools, you notice that we still have errors. So this means that the tools have been added, but they have not been configured successfully. So Zapier just wants to confirm more details. So we want it to update the spreadsheet row. So you're going to pick that, and then you want to decide if you want the agent to select a value for this field, or if you want the agent to select a value from one of these choices. So for me, we're going to say, let the agent select a value for this field, and then we save. And then for the Gmail, let's see, we want it to also select a value and select a value. So we're going to go back to our instruction and see if our agent has gotten everything clearly before we proceed. So I'm going to click agent preview and see how that looks like. So once I click the agent preview, we are going to now test the agent. So click test the agent and see if there's anything that Zapier needs before we proceed. Zapier now runs the agent in real time, and you can watch this carefully. You can see that the agent now opens up the spreadsheets. It finds any unresolved tickets. You can see. Let me just show you. See, it has found Sarah, Michael, and Daniel. Let's see if if this is true. You can see Sarah, this is unresolved, Michael unresolved, Daniel unresolved. You see this, guys? So it has found all that. It finds the unresolved tickets. It now moves to analyzing the complaint. It now then moves to drafting a response and finally preparing the email automatically. So honestly, this part feels futuristic because the AI is literally acting like a customer support assistant. So we're going to review the email draft and see how that looks like. So this is the draft. You can see it's sending the draft to sarahjohnson@gmail.com. Let's confirm if that is the email that you have. Do you see this? Powerful. Hi, Sarah. It addresses the client by their first name. So thank you for reaching out, and I sincerely apologize for the frustration you're experiencing with accessing your purchased course material. So let's see if this is correct. You see this? Sarah is unable to access purchased course material. So perfect. I understand how important it is to have immediate access to your courses, and I want to help resolve this right away. So here are the steps that I recommend. Remember, I've not attached anything. This is incredible. The AI generated this automatically using the customer complaint. So if whatever that the agent is suggesting here is not customized to your business, what you want to do is come to these knowledge sources. So here is where you now empower your agent. Customize it how you want it to, to respond. If this is the issue, how do you want it to be, to be sorted out? If you don't like the steps here, you can edit until you're sure that this is how you want this to move. So there's something that I want to do. I want to edit the column. Let's say that I am the client here, and let me say Valerie Akinyi, and then I'm going to edit the email so that we check if the client can be able to successfully receive this email. We're going to change this to, this is resolved and resolved. So I'm going to leave Valerie as the only one that is unresolved. I'm only doing this because we want to test the agent. So that is it. So I'm going to go back to my Zap, and then we are going to test the agent again. So you can see that the agent has actually started the workflow. It has looked up on the spreadsheet and it has found our buddy, Valerie, with unresolved tickets. Do you see this? So everything is okay. So we are going to approve this step. So you see, I have approved the Gmail action. You see now it's taking me to the next step, which is now the updating the spreadsheet. Remember, it has already looked up at the spreadsheet, and that is how it was able to generate this. It found one unresolved ticket, and then it generated an email, which I have approved. I've approved that step. So the next step, you see, it moves to updating the spreadsheet row. So you can see it now wants to update it as resolved, today's date, and add any notes. Zapier is simply asking for permission to do this, and if I'm not satisfied with this, I'm going to edit before I approve. Before I proceed to that next step, I forgot to confirm with you guys if we have received the email, because we had already approved that. I've already received the email, so it means the Gmail step is working perfectly. So we go back to the Zapier dashboard and ensure that our spreadsheet stage is also working perfectly. So the Google Sheets, this is okay. We are going to also approve that. So approval action in progress. And you can see that it's telling me this has been updated. So let's go to our spreadsheet and see. This is incredible, guys. Look at this. You can see now, Valerie, you can see that this has been changed to resolved. So all of this will be happening automatically with no manual check-in. So you can see that this complaint is resolved because the email has been sent with the action step. And you can see the response date is changed to 25th of May 2026. And you can see that we also have the notes here. And the note says AI drafted and sent resolution email addressing the course access issue with troubleshooting steps and the escalation part. And we actually confirmed that I received all that. Do you see this? The steps. Isn't this incredible, guys? So let's go back to our agent. And you can see that, if this did not run what you expected, you can actually use the AI in Zapier to improve your steps. So you just type, again, in simple, plain English. Type anything that you want, any guidance there to make your agent even more powerful. Now let's pause for a second, because by now I know you agree with me that this is bigger than automation. This is AI-powered operations. Businesses today are overwhelmed with customer support, repetitive admin tasks, lead management, follow-ups, scheduling, and operations. And AI agents are helping businesses to handle all of this faster. This is why learning AI automation right now is a massive massive and massive opportunity, because companies don't just want workers anymore. They want people who can build systems. Now, if you're a virtual assistant watching this, this is a sign for you to level up, because you can now position yourself as an AI automation VA, systems VA, operations VA, or simply AI workflow specialist. So you stop charging for manual tasks, you start charging for efficiency, you charge for systems, you charge for automation and business optimization. And to be honest, this is where the market is going. And where the market is going is simply where the money is. So far so good. Everything looks perfect. So it's time to now put the agent on. So on the top right of the corner, you can see the publish option. So this is where you publish. So once you publish your agent, it will be set up and ready to go live. So you also see these three dots here. So you can see you can be able to duplicate the same agent or delete it if you don't want it. And once you publish it, you can always edit it using this icon here. So let's proceed to publish. So you click publish and then publish. Do you see this? The agent has successfully been published. So what this means is every single morning, it will automatically check support tickets, it will respond to customers, and it will update records without you touching anything. This is insane, guys. So your work will just be to monitor the agent. So how do you monitor your agent? On the left side, go to all activity. And here, you'll be able to see every action the agent took. You'll be able to see all emails that it sent. You'll see all the spreadsheet updates. You'll also be able to see successful runs. So what do I mean by runs? It means sometimes it might run the spreadsheet and it will not be able to see any tickets that are unresolved. So maybe at some point it will run and only find resolved tickets. So no, it will take no action. Remember, we only want it to take action on the unresolved tickets. So that is what we mean by successful runs. So if anything breaks, this is where you'll be able to troubleshoot it. See all your activities. You'll see anything that needs your action here. So besides the activities, you can as well view all the agents that you have created. So just come to this left side, click on my agents, and you'll be able to see all the agents that you have created. Now, this is the good thing. You can actually start testing Zapier AI agents for free. Zapier gives you free monthly activities. What have we have built here? I've actually built this on my free plan. So the activities simply mean every action the AI performs. So for example, reading a spreadsheet, sending an email, or updating a row. All of these count as the activities. So for beginners, the free plan is honestly enough to start learning and practicing. So guys, that is how you build an AI customer support agent using Zapier. And honestly, this is just scratching the surface, because right now you can build very, very many agents. You can build a lead gen agent, appointment booking agent, CRM management agent, invoicing, onboarding, social media agent. Very, very important. If you can be able to build a social media agent right now, you'll be talking of good money. If you can build a project management agent, operations management agent, and so much more. And trust me, the people learning this skill right now are positioning themselves ahead of the market. So guys, it's time for you to give me my flowers. Please like the video if you enjoyed the tutorial, subscribe, and comment below the AI automation tutorial that you want me to bring your way next. And remember, the future is not replacing AI with humans. The future is humans using AI better than everyone else. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Do you want to go deeper into virtual assistant, AI, automation, and real-world systems? Join us now at Flowmet Talent, where we don't just teach you theory, we teach you practical execution. Inside the academy, you'll get detailed AI and automation modules, beginner to advanced tutorials, real client tasks and workflows, hands-on assignments, practical business systems training, portfolio building projects, virtual assistant and automation skills. And the beauty of all is you get certificates upon completion. Whether you are a virtual assistant, a freelancer, an entrepreneur, a student, or a business owner, Flowmet Talent helps you to build skills that are actually in demand in today's digital world. Learn smart skills, build real systems, and position yourself for global opportunities. Make sure that you visit Flowmet Talent and start building your future today.